Hello and welcome back to another episode of King Arthur Legion 9. My name is Syken, this is the blind playthrough on the very hardest difficulty of this game. And after we have completely played through King Arthur Knight's quest, we are now going into Legion 9. It is the second mission, the colony. After we broke out of the depths of the underworld, we came to the realization that we are in another region of the other world. Still, this is a land that we could conquer and make our own. Plutinius Nerver senses the presence of a Roman shrine that we must find. So we can get a new hero and an obtainable heir. And all we need to do is fight against the Lost. And if you learned one thing about this game is the Lost are my favorite type of enemies. Good tea, good mission, good life. Let's go.
So this is Nova Roma, or what's left of it.
And the ruins are swarming with the dead. Fortunately, you have a flamen of Orcus in your company. Stay behind, and let me get them out of the way. Orci nomini exi.
I've been expecting something else.
So have I. Whatever these creatures are, Orcus has no power over them.
Then we should use a more conventional solution.
Oh, yeah, well, that's a lot of undead. But there's no better way to solve this than the classical hide in the corner and let them come.
Demons? Where?
How about a bit of this and that? Just getting the cooldown. And we're moving all the way back to here. And turn, let's go. Couple of AP reserved. The enemies are swarming us, is to be expected. Easy zombies. Problem is we don't want to lose too much of our AP, of our vitality, sorry. So how do we go about that? That's one hit. Let's taunt all of them. Okay, cool. And we're overwatching. 2 overwatches.
Die.
Just getting them down as well. We only have 1 healing potion on Octavius. So better take no damage whatsoever, or the least possible amount. But luckily with enough armor and block, we should be fine. And we got like 35% block, I think. So well, that's not too bad. Good. Let them come.
For the
Octavius
Legion!
gets 1 down. Insta kill. Another good kill. And let's just stay here, just in case so that we're not being surrounded. And that's about it. Couple of hits, that's a bit of a problem. We're losing armor. Okay, taunt all of them.
Just look the other way.
Very good.
Just a friendly bout. Till
Good.
they are dead.
We get no attacks of opportunity, so that's good. He is just protecting himself this time. Look at the backstep damage. Fantastic.
More land to death's domain.
Cool. Very nice. Very nice. Good. First fight. Almost no issues whatsoever. Can we maybe find a hidden secret somewhere? No. I will say it again. The environment just looks fantastic. Look at the
a
details.
statue of the goddess Vesta.
Vesta is one of the most important Roman gods, the goddess of hearth, home and family. Her sacred fire symbolizes protection in everyday life. Her priestesses are Vestal virgins who guard and tend the holy flame. When the sacred fire is extinguished, it's the most terrible omen for every Roman.
Wait, this might be a trap.
Look, there is a woman lying there. Is she dead?
She seems to be the source of all the power that led me here. But those idols are keeping her imprisoned.
Trap or not, we must go closer to her.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so what are we going to do? These totems. They summon a walking corpse every 2 turns. That's a bit of a problem. Just generally speaking, the amount of enemies are a problem. I think we will need ranged damage to get them down. And we kind of need to sit here and let them come. I could see a world where Gaius Mento just quickly charges. He doesn't take attacks of opportunity, right? So we could quickly charge in, destroy that, and come back. I think that's not the worst idea. To not waste an attack, let's do this. Into that. I think that's very plausible. Bit of an issue. We still need to... They are now blocking the direct line of sight to the shrine. This shrine needs to die because else we get another one of them next turn. So by effectively killing that shrine. We
Blame it on the
quasi
gods.
killed another unit.
Don't wait for my orders.
He looks exposed, but he isn't because we can taunt. That means all of you are coming. Let's go slightly back and do this. Should have looked in this direction, but I think we're still okay. This shrine needs to go down next.
See.
Wait, what? Why? Whoa. A big knight has spawned. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we're in a situation where this unfortunately requires us to actually kill a couple of these guys instead of just running in deeper. This guy is well armored. Yeah, I need to use my cooldowns now. One, two. And we need to close the ranks here. Just hitting this guy.
Death is the only way.
And that's really it. We got taunt next round, so we should be okay for one more round. This guy is a big problem though. And more summonings, of course, is a big problem as well. We lost all of our armor. Undeads are bolstered. This is them dealing more damage. I think we are providing ourselves with a bit of a relief here into a nice taunt.
Stay still.
One down. Still need to hit the other guys. That's two down. This is only for one turn. Doesn't really matter. Let's remove armor. Next turn we might be able to bind two of them. So that this guy, first of all, we're getting attack of opportunity for someone who's trying to move around here. So that's good. Gaius Mento is just positioned well. We're binding those two and hopefully get the Lost Knight down. I'm a bit concerned about the continuous spawning because our team is fragile, way more fragile than it might look. These two are bound together. Okay, fantastic. Like I said, we are fragile, potentially way more fragile than it looks. That Lost Knight is on the ground, and I need to go to that bone totem next. So we can't really... Our party composition is not one that can, let's say, sustain long periods of injuries. You can see our tank already lost all of his armor. So that ship has basically sailed. Starting to get that down. I need to go and get that down.
Curse you.
Okay. Almost Got the corpse down.
The gods are testing me.
This guy reanimates soon. Oh wow, we're
Hercules.
taking a lot of damage. Gaius needs the support though. One. Definitely need to get this guy down. Anything else would be a big problem.
Just a friendly bout, till they are dead. No need to be afraid.
Moves to here, we can still save 1 AP. And Octavius
They got me.
doesn't have a lot of
Gods
hit
are
points
testing
left.
me.
One, two, three. That solves this topic. We're moving to here. Backstep into the finisher. Into moving on. Gaius is our carry. He's being buffed.
Oh,
No end.
we just want to steal your souls.
Fantastic, and that was enough.
Is she
Difficult
dead?
fight.
She is partly dead. Her soul is trapped in a dream that never ends. She is trying to wake up, but she simply can't.
Still, we must talk to her. What can you do?
I could try something. Through the connection that led us here, I can tie her to our bond. It may bring her back.
We have no other choice. Do it.
Oh, she could be the sage.
What have you done with me? I feel cursed. Dirty.
The word you're looking for is thank you.
Thanks for what? For cursing me with your unclean demonic blood?
May I suggest that we start from the beginning? I'm Gaius Julius Mento.
Gaius Julius. Then you are my kin. My name is Albina Virgila, but I was also born of the gens Julius, back in Rome. I am the priestess of Vesta.
Could you tell me what happened here?
When chaos came, I locked myself in this sanctuary. My soul became the last spark that fed Vesta's fire. I became one with the city, but I became a prisoner of my own shelter.
Tell me more about the city then.
This is my city, Nova Roma, the seed of ethereal Rome, the future of all Romans. A great dream that can be true by the magical power of Avalon.
Avalon.
Look, dear Gaius Julius, I'll answer all your questions, but we're running out of time.
Explain
You woke
yourself.
me up. Therefore, the city is defenseless. Chaos will consume everything if we do not rekindle Vesta's fire. If you are a true Roman, you must help me.
Fine, we'll do that. Albina Virgilia.
With
She
your
does
demonic
have,
mark on my
right?
soul, I can no longer be the
Redistributes vitality
flame.
between
The
hero and
city
their
is
allies
defenseless
the
until we
percentages
rekindle
are
the fire
even.
of
So she's
Vesta.
the healer of swords. Range attack that can deal damage. Okay, well, I mean, she kind of looks like a sage. Both of them are called mages, so I don't know if she's another arcanist. If you only have 6 characters, that would be a bit of a loss to not have all of the classes there, but who am I to judge too early? Explore Nova Roma. Well, we shall do exactly that. The
This used to be the
amphitheater.
arena. Every Roman city must have one, right?
Well, we'll accept that there is something unusual here. Or someone.
Avalon is an island in the otherworld, a magical place, and the arena is no exception. You might want to talk to him.
of Nova Roma, Dominus. You come for a combat challenge? Your bravery will be rewarded, of course.
What are all these dead bodies?
The living dead. They were swarming all over my arena, so I had them eliminated.
You want to fight for fun? Why not? Let's go.
Esteemed guests, today we present you the Battle of Alesia. The Roman army of the glorious Julius Caesar is laying siege to the Oppidum of the Gauls. But the combined reinforcements of the Gauls have arrived. Tribe after tribe, they have surrounded Caesar's legions. You, Dominus, will fight as Caesar. I will play the role of Vercingetorix, the leader of the Gauls.
Alesia shall not fall to the Romans.
Hey. Oh, man. It's pretty obvious we need to get in here in order to have a single defense position, eh? Let's think about it. Can we get him down in one go? Now the knockback would actually be quite helpful, but we do not have that anymore. These guys can walk to us, but not too far. We can bind both together and at least kill the archer. I think we're actually not too bad of a position here. Good. Combine those two together. Ranged attack, 3 different enemies, and hit point. We can do hit point redistribution next turn. For now, let's get this gladiator down. 1, 2. Oh, we can move in. I see how it is. Very good. So we just need a little bit of extra damage. It's a spell, so I think it should work even if we're going over here. Okay, yeah, it seems to work like that. 1, 2, and the bandit over here. Octavius. Is he challengeable? Yes, he is. He's burning for 4. Has necrosis, death hex. You know what? If he moves, he might be severely injured. Problem is, next round the death hex will no longer be there. Still gotta do what we gotta do.
By Hercules!
That little section might not have been that great of an idea.
Behold the Maiden of Death.
One down. What else do we want to do? I mean, we could technically push forward and take that inner section here.
I kindle Vesta's flame.
But then they will just come. And that's the problem. So I think we will need to stand our ground at some point. Might as well be here.
My corpse is hurting. The gods are testing me.
Might as well be here. We got a couple of good hits in. Before we do something...
We are Legion.
get everybody in. I think now is a good time to drink that potion and... hit them. Burn, burn. And continue to burn. Good. They will die. He is taunted but doesn't burn because we haven't penetrated. That's unfortunate. Our attack is likely more efficient if we're going against the gladiator. At least we, he blocks, okay, because he does have, what protection does he have? Defensive stance, +5 armor. Okay, that
Orders?
just takes a while. I see. One down. Backstep into he's running, so he will get an attack of opportunity. That guy is dead, which means all we need to worry about is surviving towards these three.
They got me. I, Hercules. The gods are testing me.
Good.
For the Legion.
One.
For eternal Rome.
Hit. Forgot to actually combine these two.
I banish thee.
I'm immortal. Die.
Good. That kills him. He burns. They all take quite a bit of damage. And we're going in to hopefully finish their next turn.
I feel weak.
Stay in the fight.
You split my vessel open.
Wow, we've taken a beating. It's not even close.
I'm impressed, Dominus. Are you ready for the next battle? I receive save the perfect. I did.
And we have a few more arena challenges. We're going to get to them. But let's first find a campfire, please. We need our vitality back.
Is it a balnea?
Yes, it used to be the bathhouse.
And now you truly convinced me that Nova Roma must be rebuilt. Another shrine.
So it's damage shrine, right? Lasting bless. Giving that to our carry. It's always helpful to do these before you go into all of the fights. 25%.
A place to rest.
Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it is just a crazy amount of resources that you're gaining back.
The Dispatcher has spoken to me.
I think we're doing that fight first because it's the end fight. And then we're going to see if we can do all of the optional objectives.
Here we are, at the sanctuary of Vesta. When chaos consumed the city, I took the flame with me, fed it with my own soul. Now it's time to give it back to the sanctuary. But I cannot do it alone.
Tell me what
See
we can
those
do.
cauldrons around the sanctuary? If I light them all, the fire of the Vesta will be rekindled. I am the only one who can do this. Help me get there and protect me.
Okay, protect you from
One
what?
more step, and the dead will swarm us in endless waves. Only sacred fire of Vesta.
Interesting. That was not intentional. I wanted to check out everything first, but apparently we already got ourselves a fight. That's okay. Alright, back. So, needed to step away from the computer actually for a few hours, and we're going to rejoin this. Although I didn't need to get back into that fight, the rules of fairness in my perspective demand that I'm kind of redoing what I've done before. So let's take a look. We got the skirmishers here, pretty powerful brutes. Got the shielded spearmen. All of them do have reanimation, so that sucks. We got additional ones spawning in. I'm expecting nothing else. And our sage needs to kind of reach these statues here in order to, I assume, activate them.
For victory!
So, as for the skirmisher, let's take this. And
Deeds, not words.
how about... I mean, I really want to get this guy down. Immediately helping Julius here. Can't backstab him, which is a bit of a pity if you ask me. But we got him down, and that's what counts. We're protecting against this side, so Octavius helps his leader and friend. We're picking up this.
For the hearth and the home.
She's continuing to move back. She seems to be
Woe
quite
to
quick
the conquered.
in terms of moving. That is great. And we're going to basically move around the pillar here. Let's also move to here, so we're going to basically take 2 action points into next round. Whatever spawns here, we're unholy chaining it and hopefully are double killing. It comes absolutely at no surprise that we're being swarmed. Like I mentioned, we need to connect a few of these guys. Unfortunately, this one here can't be connected, but we do have pawns, so Petonius is not in such a grave danger, at least not immediately. Gallius moves up. And just completely gets the guy down.
A tribute to the goddess.
I'm not even sure if we should stop or if the name of the game here is to basically just let Albina move around. I could theoretically provoke an attack from him. There will be another one spawning. Listen, we do have 1 hit that we can take. So I'll take that. And we're going like all the way over here. Do I even bother with getting the corpses down? I don't know, man. If we don't do it, it'll maybe bite us in the rear. We're dealing good damage towards them, so maybe we're just going to continue slashing them.
They got me.
Is this here another spawn? I think so.
For the Legion!
1, 2. Okay, so making sure that they do not reappear. Same here. Are we continuing? That's the question. Or do we stop in order to get these guys down? Good question. Is this here another summoning circle? Or is that a buff circle for us? Typically you can't like move onto the summoning circles. Problem that I'm seeing is if we're charging far more in, we're going to suffer sooner or later. Let's move over here for a moment. It is not above circle. Triple hit, they're all burning.
A nice day.
Gallus Julius
For their
is
funeral.
protecting her from being shot. Hit one, we're taking a few points over. Next turn we can heal. I think Octavius is still going to survive. He can then protective shield himself. Or maybe Albina. And then yeah, we would pretty much sacrifice him. Because they are dealing a lot of damage. On the other hand, like I said, we definitely cannot stand here for a long period of time. It's impossible. Too many
You
hit points.
split my vessel open.
I'm growing weak.
That one went deep. My corpse is hurting. That one went deep.
Good. First of all, she gets the protection. Secondly, turns all of them into in one direction.
Vesta's blessing.
Never mind the fangs and horns.
We shouldn't die from that one
Curse
tank.
you.
Show them how Romans fight.
Learn your place.
Good. He will down him. This guy can still reach us. She moves up. He moves up to here. And Octavius just can't really do much. We're looking into this direction, which means we only get one attack of opportunity in the back, but I find it highly unlikely that he's going to survive this round.
My corpse is hurting. So we are not invincible.
I was hoping these guys would move in first. Moves to here. Takes this guy out. Moves to here, blocks. She is going to use the last shield. To get that one going. Moves to over here. Potion. Moves to here, and then next turn we might be able to pull it off. Good, since very soon Plutinius is going to go down. We might as well let him.
May Vesta bring you peace.
It's a bit of a weird situation.
You got me
that
good.
you have
A few
quote-unquote
more and I'm
disposable
dead.
troops. On the other hand, in the normal missions in King Arthur, none of the missions included that level of just absolute crazy damage that you're taking. If anything, I should have gone even faster to these places.
The perennial flame.
Well, the matter of the fact is, we have won the battle,
The
but
sacred
we might have lost the
flame
war.
burns again. With its help and under its protection, Nova Roma will be rebuilt. This is your new home too, Gaius
Alright, you
Julius,
promised me
my kin.
answers, Flamina.
Yes, I did. You have questions about Avalon, don't you? This is a strange land indeed. The island of magic, the burial place of the gods.
But where is Avalon? We're still in the underworlds or in Britannia?
Neither. Avalon is between the lands of the dead and the living. It is an island that cannot be found unless you are invited. It grants a second life for people like us, the ones who have died before.
So you were dead? How did it
I
happen?
was buried alive in Rome because of my mistakes. But I got a second chance. The goddess of the lake brought me here and asked me to found a Roman colony on Avalon.
The goddess of the lake? I've never heard of such a deity.
She was the guardian of Avalon. I suppose the gods appointed her. But she's gone. She gave her life to defend this land when chaos came.
Alright, that's past then. What will you do now?
I'll rebuild Nova Roma. Now that the goddess of the lake is gone, I'll reshape Avalon to become eternal Rome. I need your help and protection to achieve that.
Alright, that's a noble goal. I'm happy to offer my help. Okay, so we do have the option to finish. But of course we're trying to kind of get a little bit more out of the mission. Still have the side goal of exploring the entirety of Nova Roma. But there was a reason why I wanted to do that final fight first, because we're not having a lot of
The deities of fate
hit
may have
points.
woven the threads of our lives together for a
so
reason.
let's think about, we still do have business over here, and there are two more options here. We need to first, I think, find a campfire of sorts. Alright, listen. I don't know if we want to complete this.
After the war, this may
One
come in
more.
handy.
But we're not looking that great. Is there any way for us to maybe regain a little bit more? There's still unexplored stuff in the middle. We already got the shrine here, so that won't really work. We got the campfire. That isn't working either. I would love to do a second arena, but I want to first of all explore the rest of Roma. The arena seems to be just extra loot for those who can manage to do the encounters. Yeah, man, it looks like there is one more encounter. Okay. Let's see if we can get it. Destroy the attackers, wave 1 out of 3. Are you kidding me? Okay, so there's a campfire. That's the good news. Which means after all of this, we can at least heal up. I would need something. Like maybe down here, where there is almost no one that can get in. First of all, even out the hit points. Just double checking. Okay, so there's one tile, but everybody else coming from up here. So that one tile isn't bad because we would have 2 people attacking that one tile, technically speaking. Moves to here. And I got the feeling that this is going to not be that great. Problem with those like 18 hit point guys is they hit off, so the shield that we're having, the frost shield from Octavius Ramos, isn't really holding protective shield, isn't really holding up for so long. This guy is the real threat. 138 hit points. Okay, let's fast forward that a bit.
Deeds, not words.
1, 2, 3. Couple of good hits.
Vesta grant me strength.
Few more hits. There is one down.
I kindle Vesta's flame.
I would love to go in and hit this guy. Taunt. Overwatch. You know what? Might as well put our stuff on cooldown for now. Our main goal should be to get these guys down.
You hit me fair.
Julie's got a couple of hits. That's not great. We're, for all intents and purposes, out of position. Okay, at least the boss is coming towards us. That's fine.
Don't wait for my orders.
Are we overwatching? these guys can reach us, so I suppose the answer is yes. Move, move, move. That gives us 2 attacks of opportunity here and 1 attack here.
Mealworm.
Just trying to dish out some damage. Oh, he missed. Okay, that's convenient. Never seen a miss. Maybe it was a block and I just didn't see it as such. But we're continuing to have this going. That thing will die. One hit. And a kill.
Don't wait for my orders.
And we're going for the commoners. I really just want to reduce the number of enemies we're dealing with.
Stay still. A nice day for their funeral.
I kindle Vesta's flame.
Okay. He will die. And we're still standing strong. Bit of an attack, okay. We are at wave 3 out of 3, so at least the enemies are limited. First heal. Then hit all of them. Then connect 2 of them. Not sure why that didn't kill the other guy. It normally should have. Taunt, Overwatch. Good.
My corpse is hurting. The gods are testing me.
What a tough one. One, 2. Kill.
Learn your place.
Demons? Where?
1, 2.
I'll be quick.
1, 2. One hit. And we're just overwatching, and I hope that Remnos will survive this.
Attack!
The shout is good and bad at the same time. Good because we're not taking too many attacks. Bad because the others are hitting harder.
I feel weak.
Wow, that's really close. Cutting it very, very close. Wait. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. All of them are burning. Hit. So now all 4 are burning.
Tartarus is nice. You shall see.
Deeds, not words.
Grovel and beg.
And kill. We will be able to withstand the 2 attacks from him, but these guys have plenty of attacks either, and 3 shields will not be enough. I could do a little trick though. This is one attack of opportunity. They must attack me, so they will come closer. They will not attack the others. Alright. Sometimes I'm a whiz.
I banish thee.
1, 2. Connect these 2. Hurt this guy.
Just look the other way. Blame it on the gods.
1.
Forward.
2. He's down to 3 hit points. Nice.
Don't wait for my orders.
No more mistakes.
A few more and I'm dead.
Man, he was already pronounced
Die.
dead. And then somehow he still survived it.
It was a battle to remember.
Wow, what a tough one. It was indeed a battle to remember.
By Orcus.
Soldiers, look.
Everybody needs hit points.
The Dispatcher has spoken to me.
Yet again, we gather over a chest like thieves.
Every sestertius helps the cause.
Good. That's nice. We just didn't find the noble woman. I think that might be over here.
Anything of value beyond a few sister.
Now promise her something, Flamina. Preferably something she cares about. Make a vow.
I swear to you, Domina, that I will rebuild Nova Roma.
Good, that'll do. Done. The curse is gone.
Thank you, Flamen of Orcus. Nova Roma is the seed of an eternal Rome, which could be the future for all Romans. A dream that could be shaped by the powers of this magical land.
How could these ruins be an eternal...
With your help, I can make these ruins a safe home for thousands again.
Alright, so we got the full quest, the entirety. Question is, do we risk it and go for another fight here? I don't know. With 0 armor, we've been doing well, but it was a very close fight. Agreed.
I'm pressed. When Caesar disembarked in Cantium, Britannia, he barely had the time to establish a small fortified camp on the coast. Just before the painted warriors of the native tribes came to push his legion back to the sea.
Okay. Well, as much as the middle here seems like an interest, although we can flank around here and here. Problem that I'm seeing is
Just a friendly bout, till they are dead.
these guys are coming in. We're going to get overrun at some point. They will come from different sides. Let's use this here. That way these guys having a hard time coming in. We got a fallback position over here. Stupid pig warriors. I mean, they can reach us immediately. Giving the tank a few more hit points. Overwatching. I think we're just going to save the AP. Yes.
Push back the Roman dogs.
Go on, pig warrior. Run in. Be the one.
Don't waste my time.
The picked fighters are typically more DPS, so let's get him down. How much movement is this? 1. Okay, so we can kill him. Still move back. Fair enough.
Behold the Maiden of Death.
1, 2, 3. Good hit.
We are Legion. Ready.
Need to chuck that next turn. She just moves a tiny bit back. If this guy wants to come in, he will come in, so it is what it is.
Oh, we just want to steal your souls.
Overwatch here. Let's go.
Drown them in the sea.
This guy is a bit annoying, but what can you do?
Embrace the suffering.
Nice hit.
I must endure.
Demons? Where?
Moves to here. Gets this pig warrior. 1, 2, 3. Okay. One. 2. Well, He blocks a lot, but not enough.
Forward!
He's down to 8. He's having necrosis and burning. He won't die, but he also won't get us down.
I'm still here.
That is a nasty hit. Tank needs to continue tanking. There's no way around that.
A nice day for their funeral.
1, 2, 3.
So it was written.
Our backstep damage is crazy. Albina offers herself as a target, and we're basically going out in order to get that bowman. He might be able to get one of us.
Sulla shall not be pleased.
Don't tell me there's a third round. You're kidding me.
A contribution to our eternal Rome.
I don't think we can do a third round.
You remind me of Caesar, Dominus. How about one last challenge? For the ultimate reward?
Yeah. Nah, I don't think we can do it. I'll let you rest, Gladiator. Listen, I wish we could, to be honest, and if this wouldn't be kind of an Iron Man thing, then I would definitely give it a try. But I am daring, but I'm not reckless. There is a slight difference. Okay, so I'm unclear what this is. Heroes cause burning with their basic attacks for 2 turns, plus 20% burning damage. If a hero ends their turn with no burning unit within 2 tiles, they become chilled for a turn. Caesar, okay. And then Umbrelar. Reserve is replaced with momentum for each hero, which grants 3 AP, but the hero starts the next turn with 3 AP less. Momentum has a cooldown of 2 turns. Heroes cannot reserve. Okay, I see, so... that's interesting. Alright, Albina Virgilia. Many Romans have found refuge on Avalon, and now they are heeding my call to return to the colony that we named Nova Roma. Vestas fire flares again. We are grateful to you, Gaius Julio Mento, and we have now chosen you our military commander. I believe that the soldiers of the Ninth Legion also deserve a new life here. So I will help you to free them from the prison of Tartarus. At the same time, I am seeking your support, Vesta, the goddess of the hearth, home, and familia, as the protector of our city. Alright, we're offering that. Octavius Remus. So we have taken over Roma, and now we're leaving. The subjects are flocking back to the empty streets, Tribunus. With it comes to an army and thieves' schemes, the spies of Camelot and Albina Virgilia, surviving vassals, going to be trouble. As a denizen of Tartarus, I have no chance to mingle with these mortals and expose the secrets. I require permission to set up our own spy network. Alright, let's set up the spies. Fabulous. So, plenty of things to do. Number 1. We now have the Decree of the War Council. 100% building resources gathered during the next next mission. That's good. Tower of Knowledge, which is where all of the relics are. Let's just double check. Does anyone here have a trade? Loyalty whenever human morality choice is made. That's good. He doesn't like it. He is more of a demonic dude. Good. None of them have any passive bonuses. This isolate the tower is a trope of sacred knowledge, which has been gathering from all of the regions. The hero gains 25 mental debuff resistance, drag and drop. Okay, so this is more a title than the hero gaining bonuses. I think it's quite clear that we put Octavius here because he has like minus mental debuff and it's good to have them. We don't have any relic does, so not happening. Using potions costs nothing in the encounter is super good. Likely one of the first upgrades that we're going to do, if not the first one. Then we do have the War Council. You can assign heroes from the list to grant benefits to other assigned leaders. The hero gains movement. That will be Gallius because he needs the movement the most. And here we have a couple of interesting decrees. That's actually not bad. I like that better than with Camelot. Plus 1 AP to all heroes for next battle. That's great. For 1,000. 100% building resources gathered in next mission. That's great. This is what we've gotten. Pursuit of gold. Loyalty to all heroes. 1 loyalty to all heroes with negative loyalty value. Oh, okay. That is also nice because this replaces the round table. It's basically you spend gold and you get loyalty. But it has 5 rounds cooldown, so you can't like always do it. Decree activation cost reduced by 10%. That's not too shabby. And more building resources gathered. That's also actually quite good. So then we have here you can activate the Lara statues, positive and negative effects. You can find them on missions. So here skill point to quite a few heroes for 1,000. That's fantastic. Activate more Lars. Permanent mental debuff resist all heroes. That's good. Permanent mental debuff resist for every current and prospective hero. That's actually really good as well. Not as good as the scrolls, but this is a permanent bonus and a nice one. Neither of these are immediately to my liking. I mean, the momentum is not too bad. 3 AP. Hero starts turn, then next turn with 3 less AP. Can be good. The fact that you cannot reserve is a bit shite. Blacksmith. Dismantle. Let's say if we dismantle that, we're getting building resources. Okay, cool. That's a neat little feature as well, because they don't have a merchant, I assume. And you can upgrade items. Like, what would it cost? Building resource. Okay, they basically just dumped it down to building resources only. No more sapphires, nothing. That's an interesting concept. Light armor gets 1 armor, that's not bad. Heavy armor gets 1 armor, that's not bad either. We definitely need more armor, so that's also amongst the first things that we would take. Ranged weapons deal more damage, melee weapons deal more damage. That is also good. This is a tough one because I really like what I'm seeing here. Field of Mars, permanent. Oh wait. Here we can get hero gains 10% dodge. You know what? We're putting you here because you're getting hit quite often. %10 dodge is good. Albina gets extra armor. That's not bad either. And here Mighty Mars, God of War, all who train and sweat will become worthy. He regains +1 damage every 5 levels. Okay, permanent vitality. That is not bad. Straight up 5% more, 10% on top of that. A couple of skill points, permanent physical debuff resistance. Okay, so it is all a little bit more streamlined. I appreciate that. Does the blacksmith have items? No. Is there a marketplace? Okay, so we don't have a merchant, is what you're trying to tell me. And there is no training per se as in experience, so it's pretty streamlined. We also can't sacrifice any of that because these items are not worthy and they are not soul dust items. Yeah, well, what do we want to do? My problem is I don't have potions, so that's a real issue. We do have regain armor, which our tank can use, but we don't have a hit point potion, and that is horrible. It's really bad. Reward hero, gold reward, attainable law. Not great. We also have just one next mission. Okay, it's still starting slow. Listen guys, I'm trying to figure out what we want to do, but the problem is my biggest issue, as in can't regenerate hit points, hasn't been solved at all. We're out of potions, that's a huge issue, and I can't buy them. Which I would have, if you would have asked me, can we just basically buy potions, then I would have almost said 2 missions ago, yes, we can buy potions. Power of Knowledge does have a couple of interesting items, but nothing that allows us to buy potions. The next mission does have gold rewards, no building rewards. 3 Seminoles the Merchant, so I think that guy is then actually going to be the merchant, which is the reason why we don't have it yet. That then also means currently using potions, I don't even need to bother because we don't really have any potions available. Then next up, the question is, what do we do? Blacksmiths looked very, very promising. Melee weapons for more damage. They typically hit more often than ranged weapons. Also, we do have 3 melee weapons and only 1 ranged weapon, so that per se supports the idea of getting melee damage. Then we don't have enough to further upgrade. However, we do have a few more gold pieces. Okay. So, what are we going to do with the rest of the money? Straight up get more building resources in the future. I think that looks like a great investment into this more distant future. We could do the mental debuff resistance. Or we're getting the building resources. At the moment, the encounters just feel like totally in our face, and having any form of additional mental debuff resistance from my perspective helps a lot. So that is very important, because mental debuff resistance is helpful against slow and a couple of other abilities. So for Octavius Remus, what did we like, what did we not like? I think the taunt and the armor was fantastic. Taunt AP reduction, of course, would be great. Then we do have Wall of Blades, which costs 3 AP, and it is effectively 4 attacks. The enemy moves adjacent, one of the blades deals damage and bleeding for 2 turns. This is a very efficient way of him dishing out damage, so I am inclined to take that. Counterattack, on the other hand, is also everything around. When he takes a hit, he just responds with a counter. Melee attackers take damage equal to hero's weapon damage, also not bad. Hero gains 10% weapon damage for each ally within range. It's a neat one, and specifically if you have all of them, or we're just getting 1 AP straight up, 1 more AP. That's a really good one. Less armor reduction is also not bad. 5% more block is also not bad. That is, again, straight up reduction of damage that he takes. So I'm between loss plus 1 AP or block, or the Wall of Blades. I think we're going Wall of Blades because I like damage from him a little bit more. If he damages the enemy enough, I think we can get them down, and he will therefore take less damage. That's at least the idea. I want to continue with shield block and armor and hardened armor. Yeah, a couple of really, really good options for him. I think he has a super nice skill set. The opportunity attacks were great. He is having... I don't even know if this is a heavy armor. Just double checking. Yes, it is. And this here would be 1 more AP, which I think we might be going for. Allies gain 10% damage on their next attack for each unit the hero kills. Not bad. Straight up 10% more damage. Straight up 15% more weapon damage is also not too bad. The Palisade looks interesting, but I think we are just going for 1 more AP because that's always active, and with him having 2 yellow AP and that, we can attack more often, so that'll be fantastic. As for Mr. Plutonius Nerva, the magic armor served us well so far. Now the question is, what else do we want to do? I like the tether. Link further is great. I don't fully understand the other skills. Well, I understand them, but whether or not they are useful. Consumes all AP from a target ally and grants it to you for 1 turn, which is fine if an ally has nothing to do. So I think Albina sometimes does not have a lot to do, and this could be a great way of solving that issue. 4 turns cooldown, not great, but kind of this transitions into another grave conduit, so it's not too bad. Then inflicts corruption on the target that causes vulnerability for 2 turns. The target dies, it spreads to another target. I think that's actually a really good skill. 3 AP also fits nicely into it, and he currently still has these 2 quickly on cooldown. Then Desiccate, melee attack, high melee damage. He takes vitality damage, and the more mental debuff resist he has, the more increased damage that is. So if we give him like all of this and this, then this at some point will be 250% weapon damage, which is crazy. We could also go into a more passive role. Give mental debuff resist, and that means together with this here and like this and this together means everybody would already have 60 mental debuff resist, and you could build something around that. I think that's not a bad idea. He doesn't seem to be like the most damaging character ever. He's a bit in a weird spot, like I mentioned, but this here is a vulnerability hex, so that's good. Cooldown reduction by 1 is an option, so we can spam it. AP reduction, so we can spam it even more. More vulnerability. And this is interesting, if it lasts indefinitely, it will spread to adjacent enemies. But it must be, I think, an adjacent enemy and not an enemy nearby. So that's just a good spell. As for her, not 100% sure if I agree with all of the spells that she has. Let's first read it, then likely reset it, and we're going to see what else we're going to do. So she has a good strike. Strike causes the target to be branded. Next attack against branded unit will restore 2 vitality to attacker, then removes the effect, so it's a slight hit point regain, so to speak, which also allows others like Gilius Mento to basically regain hit points. 2, however, is not really that great, and it scales with 1 per 6 levels, so I don't know. It's okay, we don't have a lot of other healing. Redistributes vitality. Units affected by balance regain 1. Okay, wait. Units affected by balance regain 1 vitality with their next basic attack. Okay, I see. Balance also reduces the duration of dots. Then we do have Firebirds. Create 3 untargetable Firebirds above adjacent tiles for 2 turns. That act on their own. Each Firebird can move up to 5 tiles, make ranged attacks. Why would she not take that? 3 untargetable Firebirds above adjacent tiles and that act on their own. Each Firebird can move, deal weapon damage. This seems just like incredibly high damage overall. Then this is decent damage. I mean, it's 150% weapon damage, but on 3 targets, so that's not that great. Duration is increased by 1 for the Firebirds. AP cost reduced. Okay, that's all fine. Firebirds deal more damage. Firebird restores 2 vitality, so it's kind of fire healing. Very interesting mechanic. She has a lot of next hit and so on healing instead of straight up healing. I appreciate that. Makes it a little bit less straightforward. Ranged attacks deal 50% to 3 different targets. We got that already. Then tile hit by fire strikes erupts in flame for 2 turns. Unit that enter suffer weapon damage. That's actually quite nice. More weapon damage. Armor piercing. Okay, well, if you're upgraded fully, it's not bad. Removes all positive status effects from target enemy or all negative status effects from target ally. AP cost down to 1. Cooldown down to 2. Purge becomes AoE. Yeah, I can see that that is helpful. Not necessarily fully go into it, but it's helpful as a dip. Target gains Flame Shield. It deals 25% of heroes' weapon damage to melee attackers. Okay. Also increases physical and mental debuff resistance. Flame Shield cooldown reduced. It has a pretty large cooldown. Flame Shield gives temporary hit points. That's interesting. And target an ally. Okay, I see. And then... Okay. So this is kind of a bit of temporary hit points. She also has spell resistance, less damage, immune to burning, fully negate spell, unbreakable armor for hero and adjacent allies, 2 tiles range. This is actually good. Didn't know that she has that, so now I will use her a bit different. If there are these 3 burning units at the start of hero's turn, the hero and every ally gain 1 movement point. Then they gain 2 movement point. I see. And she can get AP when a burning unit dies. So I think the whole Fire Strike thing has a very low cooldown. If we play it right, that could really work out in our favor. Fire Shield similarly. Hero's damaging skills cause burning to the targets for 2 turns. So that is that. And that. I think that's a very nice ability together with the Faster Than the Flame. She has Pyromania. Hero regains 1 vitality every time a unit suffers from burning. That is nice. Together with Redistribute, and even better. And then support. The first support skill doesn't cost any damage, anything. So this is a support skill. This is a support skill. Healing, Fire Shield, Perch. Okay. Let's see. She always has hero's damaging skill causes burning. Okay, fair enough. So let's see. What do we want to? What do we need to have? Okay. So balance is a bit the only more or less straight up heal. It's not great, but it is something. So we want that. The next topic then would be Firebirds. I'm not even scared about the 5 AP. So oftentimes she really, with those massive cooldowns, doesn't have a whole lot that she can do. This is another huge cooldown. This here is huge AP cost but low cooldown. So she has 8 AP, which means we can theoretically cast these 2, heal and that, or attack and that. We can't do heal and fire strikes. But fire strikes is quite helpful if things continue to burn. I am thinking about whether or not we want to do this, or if we rather want unbreakable armor. Breakable armor scales really badly, and so far we don't even have the range damage reduction. This here looks great on paper. In reality it is a bit weak. The AP one is behind level 12, so that might not work out as I wanted to work out. Hero gains 1 vitality whenever every time a unit suffers damage from burning. That seems good with redistribute because it is a source of actually getting regular vitality. Because if we put this in, then we do have quite a few enemies that actually suffer from burning. We might want to put Serenity in. And if we have Serenity and Plates of Parity, then we regain Vitality and Armor, which is a good start, I guess. The Branding Strike also allows, at least for a little bit, of regain. We could brand someone and then someone else is basically hitting the enemy. Yeah, we don't have a lot of support skills, so favor doesn't really come into play. Yeah, I think that's as good as we can do. Aura of Protection is also neat for that little 1 armor. At the beginning, really our armor sucks, so that could be helpful. But I think, as always, you kind of need to focus on one thing and not try to do everything at once. And this is a fire mage. We're just trying to get the fire down. And then things are going to work out, hopefully. Cool. Let's see. What can we do? Sort by rarity. So, none of these armors are anywhere better than the 8 vitality that we have. Unbreakable armor when outnumbered. Listen, I think more health is better, so no thank you. Let's start with weapons. So we got this huge, really huge weapon. Damage against stunned units and a lot of armor breaking. That is great. So we're going to put that onto Octavius Remus. I mean, those are pretty much the same. What do we have here? We still didn't get a weapon for Gallius Julius Mento, and he's the main damage dealer, so that's a bit of a problem. Just double checking in the blacksmith. Yeah, let's upgrade the weapon here. That's a bit too expensive. I don't want to upgrade a blue weapon. But I would consider upgrading an armor. Because now it does have 7 armor. And that can really make a bit of a difference. Alright, and then finally with her. Burning damage, damage against the Lost and the Nine's Legion. I think we're just giving her that standard weapon. As for armor, like I said, none of those pieces of armor are really good. Gain extra movement is nice, I like it, but 8 vitality is nice as well. She has unbreakable armor and whilst in a duel, but she's not going to be in a duel. Let's give her that armor so that she does have an action point whenever disengaged. And now finally we get to the good stuff. Tribune. Regain 3 vitality for each kill. That is fantastic, plus 1 movement point. That's just awesome. Armor piercing. I think we're giving you armor because you need every little bit of it. Shield bash doesn't matter. Area attack, we don't have that, but armor piercing might matter. Is this an area attack? Sure, let's give it to her, because she does have an area attack. Burning damage, regain vitality, damage in Overwatch. He doesn't have any burning, right? Good, he gets plus 2 burning damage. I hope that also functions with his weapon. And that's pretty much it. I don't see really much more that we can do. We got some equipment upgrades. I mean, that's positive, and we also got a level upgrade. But the campaign so far is like really, really brutal. Let's hope we get the merchant in the next episode. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.